Hello everyone, greeting from the Costa del Sol. This is Santiago Realtor, and today we are going to speak about a very important topic: prices in 2025. Last year we made a video about the expectation, what is going to happen for the prices in 2024. In my video, we can check over here that I was saying, or we were expecting, not me, related to all the real estate experts in Spain, that the prices should rise in about 7% in national. These were actually a bit shorter than what actually happened. We had an increment in the price about 8%, but some specific areas like Malaga province, the prices increased in 17%. Okay, this is depending of several reasons, which we will explain in this video, and we will tell you what is going to happen on the upcoming year 2025. And we are getting to it straight away. My motivation for this video is double. I must say that I did a very deep research before jumping myself into predicting prices for 2025, and my research was done first of all speaking with a very good friend, Mark Elliott from Fluent Finance Abroad, CEO and expert mortgage broker for more than 20 years here on the Costa del Sol. Also with my very good friend Orlando Trian. He's an enterprise inspector from KPMG in Madrid. And this is a topic that a lot of people are speaking due to the fact that we have reached right now the prices that we had in 2008. Okay, there are several people, including agents, which is make me very worried, saying that the situation is critical, that it's about to explode like a bubble or something like this. At the present moment in time, the prices in Malaga province, which is the sixth more demanded province in Spain, are about 2,400 euros per square meter. Okay, this is higher than the one registered in the first quarter of 2008, which was 2,348 euros per square meter. All right, but I must point that this situation, the exact same price or similar price, have given a lot of people a reason to talk, right? We're saying this is about to crash, we are again in a periodical crisis and so on. That is way too far to be precise or not even correct. The people which are making these comments, maybe they are not well informed or just in general some alarmist people. The situation now is actually the opposite of what happened in 2008. In 2008, someone with a 1,000-year salary have access to plenty of finance. The crisis of 2008, and I most find out this, was not a crisis of real estate, it was a financial crisis who dragged a lot of sectors, including the real estate bubble. All right? What happened in 2008 was like someone with a 1,000-year salary have access to plenty of finance. Right? With a very low salary, the banks were giving everybody finance to buy a property, to buy a car, to buy whatever they want, right? But that was not a realistic demand. In those times as well, we have 3 million properties for sale in Spain. There was a big boom of credits for everybody, for construction, for employees, for everybody, who created a big amount of supply and also a fake demand. Obviously, when this financial crisis exploded and was unsustainable, what happened was like the demand went down drastically. Nobody had any money to pay anything. So this obviously drops as well the prices of properties. What is happening right now is exactly the opposite. We have a minimum quantity of supply. We have less than 1 million properties for sale all over Spain. All right, because a lot of construction companies went bankrupt back in the days, and we didn't build anything for about 15 years, which caused the lack of supply we have nowadays. As well, I was quite shocked with the numbers from last year that 44% of properties last year were bought without financing, without a mortgage, cash buyers. This is actually quite surprising. And this also represents how strong the demand is, not depending on the finances. And also we were expecting, with the high interest rate that happens in the previous year, this will affect the demand, but it wasn't like this. You saw that the price keep rising because we have a very strong demand right now. We have a higher demand, stronger demand, and the increase of the international demand, which is happening in the Costa del Sol, specifically in the Costa del Sol market. We have a big increase of the international demand, as well as the lack of supply, which is how, if we have more buyers and less property, how can the prices drop? It's just not possible. As I predicted in my last year video, prices went up, and we are expecting this to continue in the upcoming year 2025 between 5 and 6%, according to a blog post of Idealista and property experts from Economista. Okay, the reason of this is because of the lack of supply still persisting in the Spanish construction business, as well as what happens previously. Last year we had a very high interest rate, and this didn't affect the demand. Actually, these prices continue to rise. At the moment the prices are high, right? But to be honest, the banks are preparing, as you can read in this news from BBVA and CaixaBank, they are all together preparing to make a big investment in the property market, all right? The banks are preparing to give more money and better interest rates. We are expecting that the interest rate will Euribor will go down to 2%, and we were expecting to give fixed mortgage for 2.5% of interest. Also, the banks are preparing to finance 90 and 100% of the property price, which is not normal in Spain. Obviously, for residents, maybe non-residents will not be able to get the 100%, but this is a good sign. It's very rare in Spain to find a bank who give you the 100% of the value of the property in a mortgage, or even the 90%. The regular rule is 70 or 80% of the property price. So this will give us a sign that the properties, there will be a big increase on the demand. Okay, this will affect drastically the amount of buyers we will have in the market, and if we don't increase the supply, that obviously will convert into the increase of prices. So there are several reasons why the prices keep rising in Spain, or even more in Costa del Sol, but I will try to summarize this in 3 main reasons. The number one is the lack of construction. All right, we are building 80 to 100,000 properties every year, all right, which is, some experts are saying, if we don't multiply by 4 this big gap of the difference between what the demand and what's the supply will be very affected by the year 2030. Okay, the second reason why the prices are going so up is the not enough rentals in the market. All right, the lack of offers in the rental market is being one of the bigger reasons why we are not covering this big demand. All right, for you to understand, the property prices have risen very high, but the rentals is even higher. At the present moment in time, the rentals are crazy expensive. It's not only the prices, also how difficult it is to find a property for rental. There is a good example of a friend of mine who put an ad in Idealista for renting an apartment, and he received 100 requests in the first day. All right, there is a very high demand for the rentals, and obviously when you cannot access a rental, this forces you to find to find the way to go to buy your own property and go away from this home insecurity. Okay, the third reason why we have such a big demand, or why the prices keep rising, is because of the increase of the international demand. In the last years, especially in the south of Spain or big capital cities like Madrid and Barcelona, we are receiving a lot of people from different places in the world. I never worked from someone from Hong Kong or from Afghanistan, or people from all over the world, literally. This is in Costa del Sol. Traditionally we have plenty of British buyers, or someone maybe from the Nordic countries, but right now the international demand, being in the south of Europe, this is one of the most desired places in the whole world. So obviously this make an increase in the demand and affecting the prices as well. In conclusion, for those who are still waiting since 2020 for the property prices to drop, my advice is like, please, if you can afford to buy something now, buy it now, because you don't know if you will be able to do it in the future. The property prices will continue to rise, and for some economic experts are saying that the properties especially on the Costa del Sol, is becoming a luxury asset. So for not everybody will be allowed to get it, just simple as that. There are not just enough properties. We don't have like a mega factory to build 2 million homes in the next years, and the ones which are gonna get it are the ones with the bigger budgets, all right? So this is also comparable to other places in the world where you have a similar lifestyle, like in LA, United States. Costa del Sol, especially in the south of Spain, we have a very pleasant weather, a very desirable lifestyle, and my advice, once more, if you can afford a property right now, my recommendation is for you to do it, because we don't know if you will be able to do it in the future. You take care, big greetings from the Costa del Sol. See you on the next video. Bye then.